everyone. My name is Amira Balkis. I'm here with my good friend Nicole. We are from Guardian, and today we'll be doing a live chat with you guys just to raise awareness on a very interesting topic today, which is the eye health. Okay? Stay tuned for some useful tips from both of us in how to relieve tired eyes and prevent eye symptoms. There are fantastic prizes to be won at the end of the live chat. If you can see in front of me, the brand's essence routine, okay, that you can win actually by answering one simple question at the end of the topic.
So Amira, have you actually heard of what is blue light? Because I've just visited the optometrist and they asked me to get a blue glasses actually. Do you know what is that?
Okay, to start off actually, blue light is everywhere. The sun actually is the main source of the blue light, which we will normally get when we go outside. But if you go inside, and actually there's comes from LED lights, fluorescent light bulbs, computer, tablets, and yes, our own handphones. But since sunlight itself has the blue light, can they really cause damage to our eyes?
Yes, actually, although the blue lights that we see through screens are very small compared to the sunlight, but the youngsters nowadays like us are actually looking on a screen for so long. Imagine there's 14 hours a day on computer screens and laptops. Do you think that this amount of long hours could actually damage our eyes?
That is actually a lot of time spent. I think I probably spend less time than that because my job does not involve sitting in front of a computer. But I do have to admit I'm guilty of actually using my phone more, so the exposure is there definitely. Prolonged exposure can actually cause oxidative damage to the lens and macula. Almost all visible blue light passes through the cornea, and actually they can actually went inside and reaches the retina. The light may affect our vision and could prematurely age the eyes. Early research shows that too much exposure to the blue light might lead to, first is digital eye strain. The blue light from computer screens and digital devices can decrease contrast and leads to digital eye strain. You can see fatigue, dry eyes, bad lighting, and how you sit in front of the computer can cause the eye strain itself. Symptoms of eye strains include sore, irritated eyes, and difficulty in focusing.
But I think the most important problem that we are all concerned about is actually the retinal damage, because studies did suggest that continued exposure to blue light over time could actually lead to damage of retinal cells, which will in the end lead to age-related macular degeneration, which in short we call it as AMD.
Okay, so you might ask, what is actually AMD? We have a very, it's a quite basic, let's see really. Okay, so age-related macular degeneration, AMD, is actually a common eye disease that can lead to vision loss amongst people normally aged 50 and above. So the macula consists of light-sensing cells that provide sharp and central vision. So when the macula degenerate, it will affect our sharp and central vision itself. So if you can see on the picture itself, the blurred area near the center of the vision, they will actually rises and grow, causing more blank spots in the central vision itself. Okay?
So if we look into it further, as a normal healthy adult, this will be how our lines will look at actually. So basically, this will be a normal lines where for those with AMD, the lines are usually either wrapped or it can be distorted. Okay.
Alright, if you have just tuned in, we are talking about eye health today, and there are exciting prizes to be won at the end of the day. So what can you actually do to protect your eyes from the blue light? If constant exposure to the blue light from your smartphones is an issue, there are a few ways that you can decrease the exposure to the blue light. First and foremost is actually try to decrease the amount of time spent in front of your devices. I know it's quite hard, but try to take frequent breaks to give your eyes some rest. We all need that for sure. The second thing is screen filters. They are available for smartphones, tablets, and computer screens as well. They decrease the amount of blue light given off from these devices that could reach your eyes' retina.
So no wonder the other day when I went to optometrist, she did ask me to get computer glasses. Why? Because computer glasses contains yellow tinted lenses that could actually block blue light, which will help our eyes, which will help prevent eye strain by increasing the contrast. So as an experiment, we actually have this device here that we could show. So we have two samples here. The one that contains blue is actually a control, where it doesn't contain a lutein. Whereas the yellow one, which is represent the yellow tint, as what I mentioned earlier in our glasses, it contains lutein. So imagine this is the blue light. If I shone it through here, we can see that the blue light actually could pass through this control experiment. But if a blue light were to pass through a yellow tinted glasses, it became it was actually absorbed by the blue, by the yellow lutein. So this shows that the yellow tinted or the lutein in our eyes is actually very important to maintain our eye health.
Alright. So when Nicole explained to us just now how important lutein is, we would be wondering what foods are actually high in lutein itself. We should not take our food for granted. So nutrients, for example, omega-3 fatty acids, lutein, zinc, vitamin C and E, might actually help to ward off age-related vision problems, for example, macular degeneration and cataracts. To get them, you can actually consume all of these. Okay? So if you can see, the chart is filled with green leafy vegetables, for example, asparagus, spinach, kale, eggs, broccoli, romaine lettuce, corns, and you can actually consume some other things, for example, salmon, tuna, other oily fish, eggs, nuts, beans, and other non-meat protein sources. You can also consume oranges and other citrus fruits and juices.
So besides diet, there are also other ways that we could actually help to improve our eyes. For those of you who are actually smoking, it's best that you start to quit smoking right now, because smoking could actually cause cataracts, damage to your optic nerve, as well as macular degeneration and other health medical conditions as well. So it's always best to walk into any pharmacy to speak to a pharmacist if you are interested to quit smoking.
And another tip is to wear sunglasses. A right pair of shades will help to protect your eyes from the sun's UV, which is ultraviolet rays. Too much of UV rays can actually boost your chances of getting macular degeneration and cataracts. You can actually choose a pair that blocks 99% to 100% of UVA and UVB rays. Right? So wrap-around lenses actually help to protect your eyes from the sun. Polarized lenses, however, can reduce glare when you drive.
Okay, so for those who have just joined in, please come and join me, Nicole and Amira as we are talking about eye health, as well as there will be exciting prizes to be won at the end of this section. So to continue from where we left off, staring computer or phone screen for too long could actually cause eye strain, blurry vision, trouble focusing at a distance, dry eyes, headaches, neck, back, and shoulder pain. So how can we protect our eyes? To do that, make sure we have glasses or contact lenses that is actually up to date for looking at computer screen for a long period of time. If let's say our eye strain still doesn't go away, it's always good to talk to your doctor about contact glasses. Also, if let's say you can also reduce this, you could also level your eyes with the monitor screen so that you're actually looking down at the screen, which will help to reduce eye strain. Choose a comfortable and supportive chair. Position your feet at least on a flat and floor. And if your eyes are actually dry, just blink more or use some eye drops or moisturizer just to moisturize your eyes. By the way, Amira, have you heard of the 2020 rule?
Yes. So, how to do it is actually rest your eyes for every 20 minutes and look 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Get up at least every 2 hours and get a 15 minutes break. I repeat, rest your eyes every 20 minutes, look away for 20 feet away for 20 seconds, get up at least 2 hours and take a good 15 minutes break.
Okay, so to go back to the topic of diet, there are actually two main ingredients that could actually help to improve our health. The first one is lutein and the second one is zeaxanthin. So these two ingredients are actually important because it consists in our macula, which belongs to a group called carotenoids, which is carrots. So, which is why we know our moms since older days have been asking us to eat lots of carrots because it actually contains a very high vitamin, which is good for our health. But also, they also contains other more food sources in higher content as well.
That's right. Carotenoids are actually pigmented molecules derived from the plants and they cannot be synthesized by the human body. So they solely depend on our food intake. The only source is from our food diet. For example, the one that I mentioned earlier, dark leafy green vegetables, orange and yellow fruits and eggs.
So to add on, lutein and zeaxanthin actually are capable of filtering blue lights, which have been shown earlier, and they are also a potent antioxidant, which will reduce the incidence of cataracts and protect our eyes from UV.
Okay, if you have just tuned in, we are talking about eye health and there are exciting prizes to be won at the end of the day.
So, to continue for what I mentioned earlier, a study did show that as much as for 10 mg of lutein for 3 months could actually help to improve our eyes. I repeat again, 10 mg of lutein for at least 3 months.
And supplementation with, on top of the 10 mg lutein, we can actually take 2 mg of zeaxanthin, which the ratio will be 5:1. That is the best ratio to improve visual performance in the glare, less of the eye strain, headaches and eye fatigue.
Hey Mira, I remember there's also a myth that I would like to debunk. There's nothing you can do to prevent vision loss. It is actually not true, you know, because at the very first sign of the symptoms such as blurred vision, eye pain, flashes of light, or sudden onset of floaters, you should start to see your doctor and not to wait. Because if you detect it early enough, depending on what's the cause of it, treatment can be done. And of course, it can help to slow down your vision as well. Loss of vision, sorry.
Alright. So earlier on, we mentioned on the AMD, which is the age-related macular degeneration. It's very common actually. It can lead to vision loss amongst people, especially when you reaches 50 and above. Basically, the degeneration of the macula affects the vision for sharp and central vision, right?
So as AMD progresses, we get a blur area around the center of the vision and it can go bigger, which will cause the blank spots in our central vision.
So we mentioned earlier that we have the brand's lutein essence. Here, if you can see in front here, it has a nice taste of blackcurrant flavor actually. Okay, but of course, not only do we have these brands, we have a lot of different supplementation and products to cater to your needs. Okay, you can just walk into our pharmacy and ask our friendly pharmacist, right?
So today we have just reached the end of our talk, and here will be questions for you to ask. Please answer in the comment box below to stand a chance to win this one box of a lutein essence by brands.
Okay. So if you're wondering what question is it, it's a very, I would say, difficult question, right?
How difficult it is?
Okay, the question is, what are the 2 main ingredients that will help with our eye function? I will repeat. what are the two main ingredients that will help with our eye function? Right? You can answer in the comment below and we will see who's the lucky winner. Right? So yeah. Just as a disclaimer, the information that is provided in this live chat is not meant to replace any medical diagnosis, and viewers are always advised to seek medical guidance where necessary. Right? So before we sign off, do let us know for any other topics that you would like us to actually explain more about. And yes, until then, stay healthy and happy. Bye-bye.